As you heard me say at Mass this morning, my favorite resurrection account is the road to Emmaus, the stained glass window behind me, where the two disciples are going about their everyday activities, traveling to the village of Emmaus, when all of a sudden the risen Lord appears. And it's not till they stop for dinner and the breaking of the bread that they recognize Jesus. And as we continue our celebration of this Easter season, it's a great wake-up call for us, that the risen Lord's all around us. Not just in the beauty of Easter Sunday or in a cathedral, but he's right there in our everyday situations and circumstances, in the people that maybe we've been spending a little too much time with under lockdown and are starting to get under our skin. It's that there's people in our Zoom meetings and our teleconference that we're getting a little annoyed with. In all of those everyday, ordinary, very monotonous situations, it is there that the risen Christ, just like on the road to Emmaus, sneaks up right next to us and is right by our side. But as we heard in St. Luke's Gospel, it took the disciples a while to recognize Jesus in that ordinary, everyday situation. And I think during this time of lockdown and stay-at-home orders, we have the luxury that maybe we haven't had in a while of having that free time, having a less stressful and a busy schedule so that we can pay attention, to recognize and to realize that the risen Lord is right there in our midst. You know, it's always about looking for the silver linings. And as we look for the silver lining in our present life situation that is so unnatural and uncommon for all of us, I think one of the big ones is that with a little more free time and a lot less stress in our lives, we are more in tune. We're more aware, we're more awake to that presence of Christ that's there. So as we continue the celebration of Easter week, we need to learn from the story of the road to Emmaus, that Jesus is right there in our homes, in our families, in the people we're working with, even in waiting in those long lines to get into the grocery store. But will we recognize him? Will we be more attentive and attuned to the presence of the risen Lord, literally all around us?